some turkey soup. Got some nice organic carrots here. Washed them, cut the tops off, cut the bottoms off. And I'm chopping them up to put them into the pot. I'm cheating and not making it from scratch. What I'm doing is I'm doctoring up a mix. It's a mix that we got from Wally World. Brand is what is that?
Let me see.
Bear Creek.
Yeah, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, well, it's chicken noodle soup, but we're making turkey soup. And we're doctoring that up. We're not just going with what it says. We're gonna add some nice turkey to it, some carrots, some organic celery, and some potatoes. They say to put in 8 cups of water for a soup mix, so.
The water and put the water on. Did you measure the water?
Yeah, there's 8 cups. Okay, pause. You want to peel and dice up a couple potatoes. At least I really love diced potatoes in it, so I cut off one side so I make it flat. And then I'll cut them about, I don't know, a 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch wide. If it's a little thinner, it doesn't really matter. And gotta pull off an outside one there so I can roll it over onto this side. And then again, just chop through about 3/8 of an inch. A little more, a little less, doesn't matter. 1/4 inch. Almost like fat French fries. Then I twist it again. And that's how then I end up with my dices. Also good to use on lots of other dishes. This size of potato. Pan fry them, and so you got your potato going, it's diced. Still got your one extra piece here that was thin. So on the thin one, I just give it a quick cut in half, fold the 2 halves together, and make them almost any size, because they're gonna probably cook and almost disintegrate. They're gonna help kind of thicken your soup.
Oops, no light. There you go.
Dump them in your pot. Then you want some celery.
So far we have carrots here and
potato. Diced potato.
And
so
how many water again? 8 cups?
8 cups for one package.
8 cups of water for a package of this?
Yeah, if you're making 2 packages, and you would use 16 cups.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said 8. 8.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I told you 8. Okay, then let's see what 4 pieces are gonna do. Chop the ends off. Those will be going into the composter. Save all my vegetable scraps and things for our composter. Alright, so I gave them a little rinse. Now you just cut these guys up. If you're wondering why I'm not cutting really fast, is because I don't see very good. And I want to keep all my fingers. I'm not one of those super fast chop put, chop put, chop put.
So how many pieces of that we're gonna put in the soup?
That's what I washed the 4 pieces because I wanted to see how they would do. Need to get a visual on what the mix looks like. That's 2. I'll cut up a couple more.
process.
Same thing.
Just do the same thing like the other ones.
You don't want to make them too thin because you want to get some taste from it. Then again, it's all preference. I like to have some nice chunky vegetables. Alright. So
Oh, be careful with that knife.
I'm not touching the bottom, I'm just stirring. Relax. I haven't wrecked any of our pots yet.
Oh yeah, because that's an expensive pot.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't wrecked any yet. I think
It looks good.
I don't have very much left here on this.
Yeah.
There's like 2 big pieces and then some inner pieces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 in the soup. And then these little pieces here, they're really nice and tender and kind of bittery tasting. So I'll cut the end off. Some people eat the heart thing here. Or I guess you can put it in recipes. I don't know. I don't keep it. My grandmother always ate it. But I like these. They're really good and they're tender. I'll just be snacking on these here in a little bit.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how many?
This is from that the inside of the celery.
How many stalks of celery is this so far? 7, 6.
It's like 6 stalks of celery, and I think it was like 6 or 7 little organic carrots. They weren't very long or very fat.
6 or 7 organic carrots.
Mm-hmm. This is from the celery on the inside.
And then 1 potato.
The little leafy pieces. Nope, 2 potatoes.
Oh, did you put it?
Put in 2 potatoes.
Oh,
I didn't
I'll
figure
show you one.
That's because I didn't figure everybody wanted to sit and watch me chop up 2 potatoes. So I did one when you weren't filming.
Put a lid on and then
Right now, the water is working its way to a boil. We just turned on the heat.
put a lid on.
When it gets up there, then we'll add the ingredients from this pack here, and we'll add the turkey. I have to cut up the turkey still.
Okay.
So this is the inside of your soup mix. You got your spices. There's some spice. There's dehydrated carrot and like egg noodle.
Yeah.
So that's why they want you to get your water boiling, and you want to cook your veg. They don't tell you on here, but the extra vegetables that I use, I get those pre-cooked pretty close, because when you add this, it won't be too long before you end up having soup.
Well, looks like it's boiling here. Let it boil.
Turn down the heat because I gotta add more celery.
Okay.
Okay, when you're cutting up your turkey, remember not to use just white meat. Use dark meat too, because it's good for flavor. Like when we cook our turkey, we cut off the breast and things, and then we sit there and we dissect it all off of the carcass. And at that time, we bag up our turkey for making our soups. So we usually have a mix of dark meat and white meat. Or dark meat, white meat, light meat, white, whatever. Just balance out the flavor. So you got your turkey diced and prepped. You got your sweet corn. Opened it up and drained it. Now I'll add that.
So how long is this until?
I'm gonna let it boil for 10, 15 minutes or so, and then I'll check the vegetables to make sure that they're soft. And if they're getting almost soft, then at that point I'll add in the turkey and the soup mix. And a lot of times I put in a little extra noodles too.
Okay.
I like it noodly, potatoey, carroty. I like turning it not a watery soup. I want more like a stew. And you have your buttered bread or buttered dinner rolls and. So right now, I got it simmering. I'll bring it back up to a boil in a couple minutes. Okie dokie. Well, it's time to add some more to the pot. I just had it boiling real good and I turned it down so I could take the lid off without having everything splash back up at me. But it did have a nice rolling boil going.
At this point, when you put the tortilla on, are the carrots and potato already tender?
They're close. Because it still has to cook some more with this stuff. The dehydrated things. So I didn't want to make them too soft because then they'll just disintegrate and be gone. Ended up making a double batch because I wanted to make good use of my pot.
This is so yummy.
The amount of carrots that we told you, and the potato, and the celery we just doubled. So I only used the 1 can of corn for the 2 pots, or the 2 bags of mix. Because this pot is like really close, because everything that's in here that's dehydrated is going to start growing, so I got to really watch this. I might have to take out some broth. Probably should have used a bigger pot, because I like to add extra noodles too. I usually take some extra noodles and break them up and throw them in here.
I don't know if we have a bigger pot than that, do we?
Not 100% sure. But anyways.
That looks good, look at that.
Stirred in. Looks good, smells good. I like extra noodles, and I know I'm playing dangerously with the level here.
What kind of?
But we got these little minis. These little mini pennies, or however you pronounce it.
Okay.
I'll just call them minis. So these will cook with other noodles. I know. Like I said, I like to make it a stew. Okay. We'll try that. If I feel that's not enough noodles, I can always add some in for a reheat.
Okay, so close the lid.
Close the lid.
And let it simmer.
I gotta read the direction.
Okay.
Hey, like I said, by adding the extra noodles and that soup mix, I was playing dangerously with this pot, and you can see it's already taken up 2/3 of the little bit of space that I had left. But
it's still boiling.
yeah, I'm going to be turning it down here in a minute. I just wanted to get it going again. You can see all the noodles, and the dry mix comes with the flat noodles, dehydrated carrots, which would be like that one that's still dry and needs to suck moisture, and peas.
Where did you get a piece?
The peas is all in the dry mix.
Okay.
This isn't the same dry mix as I used to use. I used to use soup starter, which came in like a cardboarded type container, and I just can't find it anymore. I did like it better, but this is the closest that I've found.
This is yummy anyway. We've
Yeah.
been doing this for years, right?
Yeah, since we moved down here. Okay, so now we're turning down the heat. We have it's a double burner on this side. It has an inside one and an outside one. So I turned the outside one down, which was going high. Oh, here, let me show you. This is where the heat was. Been cooking it at about like that. So now turn the outside burner off.
Do the simmer one.
Giving the little one some, and gonna leave it uncovered now. So it's gonna steam out, make a nice aroma through the house, and
Well, the only reason why you
also
uncover-
by turning it down, you notice I regained just a tad of my space. So we'll keep an eye on it for the next 10 minutes or so. I'll come out, I'll stir it probably like every 5 minutes, and we'll let you know how it goes after a while. Okay, well, it's been approximately 10 minutes. As you can see, not a lot of extra room in this pot. It's hard to even find those extra noodles that I added. There's one right there. And they're cooked perfect. So, all you need now is to bring your bowl over and scoop in some good thickness. And if you want a little of the broth, that's how you make a double batch of yummy goodness.
turkey soup.
Turkey soup for the winter.
You gotta make sure that the noodles are tender.
Noodles, everything's tender. The noodles are tender. I already tried one. The carrots, even the thicker one's tender. The potato melts in your mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
you cook it anymore, the potato's gonna disappear.
So the one that the additional.
The round noodle, the minis,
Yeah.
it's cooked, Buff.
Okay.
It's cooked. It's cooked. I would not tell you it's done if it was not done. I would not mislead you, my love.
There you go. That looks good.
There.
That looks like one piece of noodle.
Here, try the little noodle and tell everybody what it tastes like. It tastes like a noodle. Oh, it tastes like a hot noodle.
Oh. Ah. Mmm. It's done.
That dehydrated carrot looks soft. So easy to tell dehydrated ones because they're all curled. That's why I like putting in fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
The fresh potato, the fresh carrot, the fresh celery.
That looks good. Now it's time to chow again.
Dinner rolls. We were at the store, we were at Wally, and we didn't get any dinner rolls.
No, that's fine. You can eat more of this. Look at that. Who does he wanna say yes to this?
And if you would like to save yourself some work, I'd gladly sell you a bowl and
$5, come on.
$5. That
For
just,
a scoop. There, $5.
oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, a lot of work. A lot of.
Healthy goodness, $5.
Look at what they charge at a restaurant for something like that. all that and salt and peppering the taste. So I just added the pepper. I like a lot of pepper. So I'll mix that in. And then
What is that? A basil?
a couple sprinkles of basil. I forgot I was going to add it to the soup mix and I didn't.
And then since we forgot to buy a Hawaiian roll,
And
we're just doing a French toast.
made some, it's not French toast, it's some buttered garlic or buttered French bread.
Buttered bread.
Yes. And then thrown in the broiler. Okay, so
Season to taste. If you want to add some more salt or pepper or...
I don't think I need to add any more salt because the celery, that's one thing you have to really remember with celery. This time of year it comes from a different part of the world. And I think it's grown really close to the ocean and it's very salty.